Tired of the silence, the sugar-coated lies. Another headline screaming behind vacant eyes. They build up their walls so high and so strong, but the truth's gonna break through before too long. Every single day, the same damn old game. Pointing all the fingers, nobody takes the blame. This pressure's building, it's starting to crack. Ain't no turning back now, ain't no holding back. I'm about to say it, yeah, I'm about to scream. Tired of the fake smiles, living in a dream. The real life's bleeding out in the cold. Gotta break the mold, gotta let it unfold. I'm about to say it, every single word. The uncomfortable truth finally gonna be heard. I'm gonna say it.
Man, good morning, y'all. Listen, it's been crazy. Yesterday got wild. It got even wilder than we thought wild could be. So, as y'all know, the second batch of the Trumpstein files dropped. What do we know? What do we know? Some things came as a surprise. Some things came not as a surprise, but other things did come as a surprise. And there's new people named or linked to it, and it's just wow. It's crazy. Some of the things that was stated to have alleged happened was mind-blowing, completely mind-blowing. But before we get to listening and talking about it, let's go ahead and get that disclaimer out there.
Welcome to hashtag I'm Gonna Say It. All things said in today's show are alleged and for entertainment and educational purposes only. If you are below the age of 18, we request that you lead a live now. Enjoy.
All right, we got that out the way. Let's go ahead and listen. I didn't see this coming. I know of the checkered past, allegedly, we had to say allegedly, of Camel Face. I know that Jamie Foxx had an issue with him prior to. And when that was going on, of course, it was talked about and said that he had recorded a lot of things in the beginning, back a long time ago. One of the main things that stood out is he recorded the basketball game where these guys were playing without uniforms, without clothes, period, on. And that was at one of the Diddy parties, allegedly, or get-together, or gatherings, or whatever you want to call them now. But Pusha T, I never would have thought Pusha T would have been part of it, mentioned in it. I don't want to say part. Let me use my words carefully. I never thought he would have been mentioned in the Trumpstein files. Pusha T, the clips, Pusha T, and then Robin Leach, up close and personal. Robin Leach. And as scary as Robin Leach looked on the show, I never would have thought that allegedly by strangulation he unalived a person that's not the age of consent. I never not Robin Leach. I mean, and not saying not because it's him. I just saying I never would have thought he would have been affiliated or part or even mentioned with all of this kind of stuff, right? So Pusha T, Robin Leach, that got me. That got me. But then hearing that the Cheddar Color Coat Leader was present for one of the victims, when one of the victims, alleged victims of his, I have to say alleged, y'all, just because, you know, but he was present when her uncle unalived her infant. This is like the second time I've heard about the cheddar color cult leader being present when it came to the deletion of a baby. And so I also think that with that being said and brought up again or put in the files that was released yesterday, it's a concern, or it's more of a sense of urgency, or should be more of a sense of urgency to look further into the whole Lake Michigan situation. I think that this needs to happen now, because this is two different instances that we've came across or heard that he was present or had a hand in an infant being deleted. And I just don't see how we can sit on that and pretend like we haven't heard these people say that. Darlene, thank you for that heart me. I appreciate it. Grand rising to you, Biggs. Glad you made it in. So look, I'm not gonna even keep talking, y'all. That's just what it is. I'm in shock on some, but not on others. Trina, good morning to you, Trina. Trina says, I just had Nutjob tell me that the cheddar color cult leader was king of 7 bills and sits at the right hand of God. Woo! I don't know what church he went to. I don't know what Bible that person is reading from, but no. Well, I tell you what, if that's how he feels, we need him to go and read these files. We need him to go and read these files. And by the way, y'all know your boy got pictures of the files. So if you need it, you know what to do. Message me. I don't gatekeep information. And I'll show you what I'm talking about. All right. Darlene, thank you for the roses, and I appreciate that goat. So before we get started, listen, y'all, I'm modless today, right? I don't have any, none of my mods are here, so we're gonna roll with it, okay? So before we get started with this, we have the chatting popcorns as our gifting goal. We only need 20 of them, and that's how we starting out today, because with everything that came out, I think popcorn is needed. I got my dirty soda over here, and so Darlene, thank you for the for the chatting popcorns. I appreciate that. Thank you, bestie. Oh, and one more thing before we get started. I have told myself, and I've told others, when especially the maggers, I be going back and forth with, and they bring up Clinton and this, that. And I said, well, he's the one that said release the files unredacted, if he's in it. So, let's go. Well, in what was released yesterday, Bill Clinton's name is mentioned a few times. And it's mentioned in conjunction with nefarious behavior, or at least that he was present. And so, unlike maggers, I'm going to say arrest them all, including Bill Clinton. All of them. Robin Leach, I don't know if he's still alive. I don't even know if Robin Leach is still alive, but if he's still alive, if what came out, and I believe these, but if what came out happened how it came out, go get him. Pusha T. I know I was a Clips fan, but go get Pusha T. Jay-Z, go get him. And now we've always said the connection, or there was similar or like-minded situations and actions when it came to Diddy and Jeffrey E. How they would record people and had multiple cameras throughout wherever they was, and record people and catch people in compromising situations, or in situations that they wouldn't want it out that they was in, and only for the lawsuit to show us that Diddy and Jeffrey E. pretty much worked under the same umbrella for the same people. So now we see why their actions and how they went about things were similar. And they were under the same umbrella. They were under the same people. Y'all, it's a lot of prominent people in this. What's the guy name over there? The Prince, was it Prince Andrew? I don't think he's Prince no more. Yeah, Trina, they had to get him in blackmail position because of, everything that they was doing, and they got it. And now we see why those things are similar, why their actions are similar. Okay, so he's not called a prince anymore. Okay, so that Andrew guy, we just say Andrew then. Allegedly he unalived people. And he participated in rape and stuff like that. So go get him. Trina said, I haven't slept since yesterday's live. You been studying? You been doing deep dives on stuff? Man. So here's she said deep. I heard that. I know that's right. I given the situation that happened with Jamie Foxx now, I'm wondering if this was part of it. I'm wondering if this wasn't necessarily just him getting. I mean, I've always felt that way. Let me not lie. I always felt like there was something else to it. But I wonder even more now. So I believe it more so now, given he's listed. His name is listed in the files that dropped. The batch that dropped yesterday. I think it was like 300,000 files or something. It was like 300,000 files, 2,000 videos, and something else. But in any event, I wonder if that was to keep him quiet. 3 million. Thank you, Trina. 3 million files. So, knowing that he allegedly recorded a lot of these things in the beginning, and they was telling him not to bring his camera and stuff like that. I wonder if they was trying to move him out the way to prevent any evidence surfacing or coming to life, y'all. And this is just us having casual conversation. I'm not saying that's true. I'm just telling you. I'm wondering. It's seeming like that's it. Oh, hold on, y'all. I got y'all. I'm sorry. I forgot to turn the mirror thing off. Now I got y'all looking different ways. Let's go ahead and do it this way. There we go. All right, y'all. All right, I'm gonna talk to y'all enough. Trina said they gonna answer to the man upstairs no matter what. No matter what. There's no escaping that. There's no escaping that. There's no reservation you can make that's going to prevent that from happening. The only thing we can pray for them now is that they repent. Given everything that's coming out, no time is greater than the present. But I'm not gonna hold y'all. Let's go ahead and listen. I'm gonna go ahead and put a what you call it too, a triggering warning label on this, because I don't know what we're gonna hear dealing with this particular stuff.
So a lot of people didn't expect it, but Jay-Z, Pusha T, Jamie Foxx have all been name dropped. Exposed, allegations, accusations, whatever you want to call it. Their names have been name dropped in these Epstein files. It's gone viral. Everybody's speaking about it. Everything you guys need to know in 10 minutes. Hey guys, that's Rob Raleigh. Daily and consistent content. Do subscribe to the channel. I just went live for an hour and a half discussing this. Check out that live stream. And let's get into this video where both Jay-Z and Pusha T, their names have been dropped into this Epstein madness. And this is basically what Jay-Z has been accused of. In the files that have been dropped, you can see in one of them, in approximately 1996, Redacted resided with Redacted in Redacted. An unknown man abducted Redacted from her home, when she later awoke in the presence of Harvey Weinstein and Sean Carter Jay-Z, whilst Weinstein had inserted his fingers into Redacted. She believed she was in Epstein's mansion in Florida. So Jay-Z's name's being dropped here. It's eerily similar to the allegations in the Busby lawsuit where he was accused with Diddy basically R-wording a girl at a party, and that's basically what's being accused here, that Sean Carter and Harvey Weinstein were basically going back and forth. Now people are confused because 1996 is when Jay-Z was beginning his career. Now granted, he was around, album dropped then at the end of that year, so people are very confused by whether this was true or not. However, there are multiple images of Jay-Z and Weinstein being friends, working on boards together, in meetings, basically everywhere, which unbeknownst to me, I didn't know that they even had this friendship, but they definitely do, and it definitely is a very strong friendship indeed. It continues.
Pause. Again, I know y'all can't see it, so I'm going to explain to you what they're showing. They're showing Jay-Z and Harvey Weinstein standing by each other. Jay-Z has on an all-white suit with a black, right here, a black shirt under it with a black tie. Harvey Weinstein has on a black suit with a white shirt under and a black tie. Already told y'all what the black and white stand for.
News when, you know, Pusha T's name is involved. Sorry, I'm mispronouncing some words because I'm just so utterly overwhelmed by all of this. It's very triggering for me, so please bear with. But with each occasion, Redacted believed that she was drugged, clouding her
Mario, what up,
memory.
son?
Redacted
Welcome
attributed
in.
the drugging as frequently performed by persons assigned as handlers, whom she described as persons who established friendships with the victims. Amongst her handlers, Redacted identified the artist Pusha T.
So not only is Pusha T mentioned in the files, the Trumpstein files, not only is he mentioned, y'all, it's saying that he is a handler. There's a couple of ways we can go from here. Thank you for that heart, me. I appreciate that, son. There's a couple of ways we go from here. One, the fact, we're already, our mind is blown the fact that he's in it. But one, what did he do to get into the position of being a handler? What all did Pusha T do? What rituals did he perform allegedly in order to even become trusted to be a handler? That's what I'm saying. We've got to make sure we look at the picture within the picture, y'all. He can't just walk in and become a handler. They don't trust people like that. Like this is a secret society. Okay? Greg said Melania was too, I believe. I think so. Because you got to think about it. She is here illegally. Why they sitting here talking about immigrants and illegal immigrants and all of this? And she's got she got a fake visa. She lied about it. So, yeah, Trina, she's in the files too. Yep, she sure is. So you got to think, y'all. He didn't just walk in the door and become and they gave him this position. Now, in the picture that's up right now, it's Pusha T and Jay-Z. And they're dressed similar too. I don't know what's up with but the way that they're dressed, it's not identical. It's not identical like we had Meek Mills and Diddy, but it's giving the same vibes. They're dressed close to each other, like very similar. Like the stripes is a little different on the shirt, but it's the same thing.
So Pusha T's name being dropped in this, to me, honestly, like is very bizarre. That is who I'm shocked by, because I just did not see Pusha T's name coming, you know, in this. He rarely is a big artist himself, so I'm confused as to why this man suddenly is involved and why he's so much involved in that he's a handler. But some people who aren't as successful musicians probably would go to extreme lengths to be successful, to make some money. Perhaps there's a financial deal behind this, but Pusha T and Jay-Z's name, now all the blogs are talking about it, and it's just not a good look for Jay-Z at all. The Grammys are this Sunday. Is he going to be appearing? I definitely think so. And I think there's going to be some type of Rock Nation, Jay-Z, Carter distraction that's going to happen in the next 48 to 72 hours. Let's just be conscious and aware of what might take place. But I think that for sure, Jay-Z is going to come with some kind of reaction, some kind of distraction. I didn't expect his name to be dropped in these Epstein files because they haven't been so far. So why would it suddenly be dropped now? Do I believe this? It is believable to me. I will just say that. Believable to me, considering the first lawsuit, and now you've got him name dropped here. People are questioning it. The only issue for me is the timeline doesn't really add up. I'm a bit confused with that. But in 1996, he was around. I'm pretty sure he was moving stuff as well, and I'm pretty sure he made good connects. One thing about Jay-Z, he's always about the come up. So why would he not want to be surrounded by very powerful men? And in the 90s, Harvey Weinstein was a very powerful man. So why would you not want to be associated with that in some kind of way? How he ended up at Epstein's house, I don't know. That means he had some kind of connection to Epstein, but why hasn't that been revealed only up until now? So there are some questions about this when it comes to the clarity and, you know, direct and directness of whether this went on or
That's
not,
all I'm
but it's
saying.
completely believable to me. His name has been dropped. Jamie Foxx's name has also been dropped because there was a girl who assumed that she was going to be recruited for
Crazy, but
modeling
50
agency.
ain't
She was
there. Oh,
between
you
the
know,
ages
it's
of 18 to
over with.
23, but instead she was
If he
sold off
catch
to a
wind
man
of
in
anything,
France,
it's
and Jamie
over.
Foxx was very keen on wanting to basically buy her for a night. Now, she was not a minor, but that is irrelevant to this case because Jamie Foxx full well knew that this woman was sold. She knew that this woman, young girl, was sold to somebody in France and yet was still like, I'll take a piece of her. Can I rent, for one night? So that in itself is quite disgusting, to be honest with you, that Jamie Foxx is being exposed in this way. Again, he's related to Diddy. He is related to the fact that people thought that, the pneumonia stuff that happened, the reason why he was in hospital. And so basically these files that are all coming out, guys, are basically exposing the elites in different ways. I just did a different video on this covering the Trump stuff. And I noticed in my live stream, a lot of people are saying, well, Murad, where have you been? Beloveds, I've been here. So,
Yes.
if you're saying that, that means you're not getting notified about my videos because I've been pouring videos every single day. So please unsubscribe, then subscribe to the channel, refresh it. Perhaps that might help. I don't know why there's so much confusion there, but I've been here, uploading videos continuously. And so, the Jamie Foxx connection is very eerie to me. Very eerie connection because I always thought that this, was a good guy. And then when it was coming out, there were rumors that he was drugged by Diddy. I was like, poor Jamie, pneumonia, similar to Kim Porter. What's happening? What did
Hey,
PD
sis,
do to him?
welcome in.
When at the end of the day, Jamie is probably just as evil as the rest of them. And that's what this is all exposing to us, that all of this, they're all just evil waste men. They're all, like some of the stuff, guys, in these documents are actually insane that I really don't want to be saying on here. I mentioned it in my live here and there with some symbols, but it honestly is awful what is being mentioned.
Really
so
is.
sick and twisted. So many politicians and presidents basically being there, R-wording left, right, and center when it
It's
comes
really
to people
bad, y'all.
and minors and violating them for sick games and sacrifices. All of this basically sounds like a conspiracy theory, a conspiracy theorist back in the day who sounded crazy when really and truly they weren't crazy. We were crazy for being blind and not believing it. And now all of it seems to be coming true with all of this being dropped in these Epstein files, over 3.5 million files that were dropped. The last batch were just mainly talking about Trump and Prince Andrew. Now it's about Trump, Andrew, and, all of these other individuals. What is Beyonce going to do? I know she's irritated by this because, again, she's got her album roll coming out with rock and roll this year. She's, at the lead Met Gala as a president. And she doesn't want any of this type of news to distract. And this is causing a distraction for her, and it's going to irritate her because she doesn't want this. From what I've heard through the grapevine is that Jay-Z has been panicking since Diddy went to jail. And I just know that now he's going to be panicking even more because once again, his name is in hot waters. Since December 2024, when his name was in that lawsuit with Busby, things have not been going right for him. He's been in lawsuits left, right, and center financial, but in some trouble. And now, once again, Jay-Z is going viral for being in a lawsuit about essaying someone or being a witness to it. Whether it's a lawsuit, or a document, that's just what you're going viral for now, for the second time in a row. How many more times until people start connecting dots about, well, what is really going on here? The second time in a row. The second time in a row, you're going viral. All the blogs and articles have picked this up. No doubt this man is going to create some kind of distraction. Do I think he will respond to this? Possibly, because he was very reactive the first time. So he might even say something. He might put out a statement. We don't know. We'll see in the next 24 hours. But the Grammys are, I believe, this Sunday. So I'm very keen to see what this man is going to say. At this point, people, I would just assume that Jay-Z has done stuff, but they're going to turn a blind eye to him as of right now. But I think that this year, 2026, honestly, is going to be crazy. The last couple of weeks of January have been very hectic. And I think that the rest of the year is definitely going to follow, especially with all the trials that we have to cover. But Jay-Z, Pusha T, Jamie Foxx, all being exposed in these Epstein files. This is what they've been accused of. I'm not saying it's all fact. It's all allegations. But this is what they've been accused of in these files. And this is what you guys need to know in less than 10 minutes when it comes to these three individuals. Do subscribe to the channel. I would appreciate it. It's just one click. That's what you guys need to do. I covered this in a 10-minute video and then in a 2-hour stream. And I've come back here to cover this again. Just in case you don't have time for a 2-hour stream, you got it all here covered in less than 10 minutes. So please click that button and subscribe to the channel. It goes a long way. When Jay-Z gets exposed, inadvertently Diddy gets exposed. That's just how I see it because they're both two sides of the same coin. And, Diddy's probably in jail right now, lapping it up, loving it up. Epstein said, if I'm going to go down in
Matt Turner,
2019,
welcome in.
I'm
Benji,
taking all
welcome
of you
in.
down with me. Do you understand? But
Whoop.
I'm not going to take you
88,
down
welcome in.
the next year
Judith,
after me.
welcome
It
in.
might be the next 5 years. It might be the next
Trina
10
said they
days.
all going
But
down.
you're going down. That's basically what Epstein is
He
implying
said
here.
he's going
And
down.
I'm
That's
just,
crazy.
I'm just shocked. I'm going to go through and break through the files for the other, individuals and celebrity profiles, because there are other people mentioned. I'm going to do that in separate videos, but I wanted to get through this when it comes to covering these 3 individuals. Subscribe and I'll catch you guys soon for another video.
All right, give it up to Morale. Lovely Ace is loving it for something that hasn't been proven. Facts. We say allegedly. Lovely Ace, a 13, and I don't know how else to tell you. We saying allegedly, and we saying if it is true, this is good for them. And if you disagree with that, I have to question your morals. I do think that if you stop and pay attention, a lot of these things that are being said, a lot of these people have committed same acts previously. But we did say, you missed the disclaimer, we said all things are alleged. But we aren't apologizing for saying that if it is in fact true, these people need to serve retribution for. They need to serve time for it, and we're not apologizing for that. And whoever's feeling is hurt by it, again, I have to say respectfully, I think you need to question your morality. Hey, good morning. It's just Grams. How you doing? But I got you for another one though, lovely. So since Jay-Z was mentioned in that, let's go to this one. What about a new accuser here? So let's see. It says, this from Ms. Lowdown. Shout out to Ms. Lowdown. Says, Beyonce can't wake up from this nightmare. Jay-Z has another accuser. Babe, thank you for that heart me. I appreciate it. So let's see.
Jay-Z is named in the Epstein files, y'all. And Pusha T, y'all. Some more. Jamie Foxx. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness, y'all. It's going down today. I bet Beyonce is kicking the wall right now.
Trina said Jada was
she
named?
cannot wake up
Allegedly.
from this nightmare.
Right.
The more she try to unbury them, the more they get buried. Okay, y'all? This is crazy. And this right here is reminding everybody of that person. Y'all remember that was disabled. That said that somebody did some stuff to her. Jay-Z and P. Diddy.
Y'all remember.
This story sounds
the one George
so
Busby
similar,
was representing.
y'all. It doesn't make
Lovely.
sense. And we're about to talk about it. Hello
Lovely.
and welcome to my channel.
It's another one.
Please like, share, and subscribe if you
That's
like
3,
this
lovely.
video. And thank you
That's
all
3
so
in less
much
than a minute
for
and a half.
watching. Thank you to my day 1s, 2s, 3s, and 4s. Thank you so very much. I appreciate you all, and welcome. This video is for entertainment and educational purposes only, so everything is alleged, some is not, and the fair accuse is in my description box, y'all. So let's get to it, y'all. Let's get to it. Boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Another one. He was with him. Y'all, boy, oh boy, oh boy.
Don't hate us.
This
Lovely,
is
hate them.
sad on so
We ain't telling them to go out there and do
levels,
stuff like this.
It doesn't make any sense. Boy, oh boy, oh boy. How many times and how long is it going to take for them to do something to this monster right now? I'm just saying, y'all, why do this monster right here keep getting away with everything that he does? Somebody reported
showing a picture of him and
story
Harvey Weinstein
to
again.
the Feds
Jay-Z and Harvey
years
Weinstein.
and years and years ago, and nobody did a thing about it. Somebody was allegedly, y'all, taken from their home while they were of particular age, and they woke up with somebody's finger, allegedly, in a cootie cat. Okay, y'all? And Jay-Z was there too.
Nuri, how you
Both
doing?
of them,
Welcome
these
in.
two right here, were there. Boy, boy, oh boy, oh boy. If shoulda ain't hitting the fan, I don't know what to tell y'all. I don't know what to tell you. This is crazy. Now you see why this guy's name is always in some stuff. You see why all that money go to lawyers. I'm just saying, y'all. This man gets sued left and right. The word on the street is this guy's in prison for doing all kind of heinous things. And now the Jay-Z name is coming up as his partner in crime, y'all. When he was doing some of the stuff he was doing, Jay-Z was right there with him. Allegedly, y'all. Allegedly. Okay? Word on the street is Pusha T and Jay-Z is named in the FBI crisis intake report found in the Epstein file. If somebody report a crime to the FBI, shouldn't they take care of it right away? Why would they let this sit for years? Because word on the street is this was reported back in 2019, y'all. Word on the street. Word on the street, y'all. This was reported in 2019. Why is it that if other people report a crime, somebody is arrested and stuff is done? Why is it when Jay-Z does something, they put it off and put it off and put it off and put it off as if they scared of him, y'all? Is this why, him and Beyonce was hanging out around the White House so much, so hard?
Let me pause it real quick because valid point that she just brought up. Again, how many times on here, especially to the people that's followed me for some time, right? How many times have we heard this from Didiots the whole time the Diddy thing was going on? How many times did we hear this right here, y'all?
Why didn't they go to the police then? If all of this is true and they was going through this boo-boo, why didn't they go to the police and tell the police that these people was doing this to them?
How many times do we got to tell y'all that even when some people went to the police was part of it? I don't know why that's so hard for y'all to understand. I don't know. Do y'all think that just because some police are police officers that they don't do wrong? That's true too, Nori. Police got paid. It's been said. It's been said. I'm gonna tell y'all what make me want to reach out and touch people sometimes. The fact that you can sit here and you can listen to a victim tell you their story. And then you can actually have evidence that supports what they're saying, and the person will still be mad at the victim. I that I I don't get that. And then too, they'll go as far as to say, well, they're lying, this isn't true, this isn't true. Only for a month or a couple of months later or a few years later to find out that somebody else experienced the same thing. And they still want to deny or hold these horrible people accountable for their actions. Max Rod said, why do these people think the Atlanta child murders haven't been solved because of the police? Well, first and foremost, let me say this to you, Max Rod. Let me give it up to you. Because you are speaking with a person that has been on the phone with the person that they holding accountable for that and has been locked up. And listen, that was the scariest time of our lives. That was the scariest time of our lives. But listen, we know he did. So thank you for sharing that, Max Rod. I agree with you fully. I agree with you fully. And to hear him talk on the phone. I don't want to say his name on here. Y'all know. If you don't, y'all just go and look up the child. But y'all know. How about this? I just say this, Mr. Wayne. To be on the phone with Mr. Wayne and to hear him talk. As a matter of fact, Jenny, that's remember when we was the brand ambassador for the whistleblower for justice? You get me? Mr. Wayne got knowledge, man. And so I'm glad you brought that up. I didn't mean to pause and go on that, but that's a very, very good point. That's a great point, actually.
Hard so they could bury this paperwork. Ask yourself this question. Just think about each time the Democrats was in office and this stuff never saw the light of day. Just think about that for a second.
Mint JG, baby.
Was they hanging around the White House just so that they can
Good
bury
morning to
these
you.
files and they never see the light of day? This is crazy on so many levels. Now you see why all of these entertainers and people that's doing all this dirt.
Thank you for the
hanging
go
around the White
popular.
House. Hanging around. Y'all, boy, oh boy, oh boy. They're saying earlier today the United States government released over 3 million pages of documents related to the Epstein files. Many of today's documents are crisis intake reports from the FBI National Threat Operations Center. So they didn't call the police. They called the FBI for help, y'all.
And still
They just
get
went
it.
straight. They ain't had time for the police with their bull crap
And
trying to
still
cover up
didn't
nothing.
get it.
They wanted to go straight to the FBI.
Thank you for
And
the
they ain't do
cake
nothing
slice.
either.
I appreciate it, Mint JG.
They didn't do nothing either. 2019, and it's just not coming out now.
Hey, real quick, who's president in 2019? Because I'm not good. I'm not good at remember. Who was the president in 2019? Can somebody help me through that? I don't know. I can't remember who was president in 2019. Oh yeah, that's right. That's right. That's right. That's right. That's right. That's right. Cause right. The veil be the villain. Correct. Okay, I to make it sure. That's right. Cause he came in. He came in 2016, and it's a 4-year term. So if 6 plus 4 equals 10, that means 16 plus 4 equals 20. Okay, so that meant 20 would have been his last year. So that meant 2019, he would have been president still. And none of this came out. It was reported to the FBI. It was reported to police officers. And none of it came out. Who was president when Jeffrey E. Was allegedly deleted himself? Who was president then? I can't remember. What? So, oh, didn't that he allegedly deleted himself in 2019 as well? Correct? Is that right? She said Democrat had these files in between Trump's. Though they and we see that Clinton was in there. You see, this isn't the party thing. Here's what Trina. Here's my thing when I'm saying this. Here's where I harp on the cheddar color coat leader so much. It's because he's the one who ran on the campaign saying he would release him. I think the Dems didn't because they knew they was in it. I'm not giving them a pass. What I'm saying is they didn't even say they were going to do it, but he did. He even went as far as signing the little bill for, for them to be released. But then he does everything he can to prevent them from being released. So this is why I harp on. I don't want to make it seem like that I'm for one or not the other. I'm not. I'm for everybody that is involved in here. Everybody needs to go down because it's some people, not only just people that weren't the age of consent, it's also some adult ladies who were violated. And that's an issue that I have. So I just want to make sure I'm not coming off as being sympathetic to one party and not the other. No. I'm not at all. Not at all. Okay. I'm just saying, like, one person ran on the fact of saying and telling his base that, yeah, he was going to release him, and yeah, it was the other side and stuff like that, when it really wasn't. It was everybody. And then he really didn't do it. He's doing everything he can not to do it. That's all true. I get what you're saying, love. I do get what you're saying. Absolutely. But yeah, I because I sat up here and was like, you know what? Clinton said release him. Clinton said release him. But and then what got released today, allegedly, all right, Clinton got to go down too.
Ooh, just write a report
Hey,
on
Will.
about they business.
What's up with you, brother?
Hey man, I'm 3 weeks removed from a stroke, man. I thought it was gonna take me out of here. Yeah, man. It is.
No, man.
Hey, I'm okay. I'm okay. Everything's working now.
Listen, don't even get upset. Don't even talk loud.
No, man, I'm good, man. No, but I'm laughing because every time they release something, they got about 9 or 10 pages that are totally blacked out. It's like they clip, right?
yeah, they do.
So you're not gonna tell me there's nothing in there, that incriminates anybody. We know there's something in there that incriminates everybody, and most people have known this before he became president in 2016. So all this is a bunch of bull. Okay.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, so look, we know for a fact that as much as they sit here and say that there was Jeffrey did this by himself, there was nobody else. We know that's a lie. We know that's a lie. Now, I'm gonna tell you what's done took me out of there, Willie. I'm gonna tell you what got me. I was blindsided by the Pusha T. I didn't see that. I didn't see Pusha T. Jay-Z, Jamie Foxx. There was one more person, I can't remember, but there was one more person that was put in there that I saw, and I didn't. Robin Leach.
Robin Leach, right?
I was like, huh?
Lifestyles of the rich and famous, okay?
Right. And you over there, and you done unalive somebody by strangulation?
Yeah. No, but it's amazing to me how automatically the DOJ is gonna say, well, some of this stuff is not credible. Then why are you releasing it then? I don't even want to hear it, dude. So somebody just gonna snitch on you and gonna call in some irrelevant crap, right? Yeah, right.
Right. You can see. I wish I could put it up here because
none of this stuff is credible. Nobody's ever taken me credible against President Trump. I'm like, dude, somebody filed a lawsuit. Whether they got kicked or not is a different animal. But they filed a lawsuit. If you file a lawsuit, there's something in it. There's something in there. Period.
It's in there.
I don't care how much money and power will get you around that stuff.
Facts. And then out to the side, it says, well, try to contact them by phone, got no answer, or this person isn't credible.
Yeah, right. I don't want to hear that.
What?
Don't want to hear it. Don't want to hear it. It makes no sense whatsoever. There's some validity to it because they filed a lawsuit. Period. And
right.
We go back to Katie Johnson. I believe everything she said.
Yeah, well, I mean, you take her story, and then you take the young girl that came out yesterday and was saying she bit Cheetolini's thing.
Yeah, exactly. That was funny.
And he got mad and hit her. And listen, we're not laughing at the action, y'all. We're laughing at the fact that these people are trying to play on our intelligence and act like it's not true.
They're going to try to we're really stupid, right? We're real stupid, right? And
we supposed to fall for the banana in the tailpipe. Come on, man.
Dude, like I said, I'm 3 weeks removed, and it enlightened me so much.
I heard that.
Because it's like, 1 minute you're moving around fine, next minute it's like, wait a minute, you're in the hospital. I'm like, wait a minute.
Man, listen, I'm glad everything is okay, though.
Yeah, I mean, hey, I still have my speech. I actually drove for the first time in 3 weeks today. So went to the grocery store, pick up some eggs and some milk, Something like that. I'm like, okay. I'd have to drive it about 5 miles, but still, just the mere fact I'm able to do it.
Right, because there's plenty of people who don't have that option. So
No,
I'm
plenty of
glad
people
you are.
that don't rebound from that at all.
Right. Exactly, brother.
Yeah.
Thank you for coming in, man. And you make sure you stay right there. We're going to come back to you.
Okay.
All right. Let's give it up to Willie, man. I did not know that. I'm glad everything's good.
It's like, Lordy dog. Okay. Back in October of 2019, the FBI kept its lines open as it was looking for leads from some of Epstein's alleged victims. The concept was simple. You could call the phone number and provide information about your alleged encounters with the now deceased Mingle Tingle traffic to the cur. Okay, y'all? In today's document dump, okay, there were numerous intake reports with accusations about President Donald Trump and even former President Bill Clinton. However, one document in particular is making the rounds online because of its relation to hip hop. In this document, which can be read here, the alleged victim makes some disturbing accusations against Pusha T and Jay-Z. Y'all. Boy, oh boy, oh boy. If Shoulda ain't hitting the fan, I don't know what to tell y'all. Now, this is the paperwork, okay, with Jay-Z's name on there. But I'm going to go to this because it's telling you the same thing and you can see it clearly. Okay, y'all? But, y'all, this is crazy on so many levels. It doesn't make sense. Okay, y'all? They're saying it should be made clear, crystal clear, that these are just allegations, y'all. Okay? They're just allegations. They haven't been proven to be true, and this and this.
Okay.
It's unclear whether or not the FBI followed up with the alleged victim, or if they investigated this further, or if they were paid off and went on about their business. There ain't no telling. Okay, y'all? Because this is what a lot of these celebrities' money go toward. Paying people off, paying people to go land somebody up so they can get off from whatever they done, covering their tracks. That basically is what their money is being used for. Okay, y'all? Anyone can file a crisis intake. This is what they're saying. And throughout the day, there have been questions about the validity. Okay, there we go, y'all. Of some of these reports. After all, these are tips and not cases. But the biggest tips normally is the biggest cases, y'all. Those are the ones when somebody call in a tip like, "Ooh, I got something to tell you." They getting fed up with somebody and they don't want to be bothered with them anymore. Okay, those be the main ones that be telling the truth. In approximately 1996, redacted, resided with redacted and redacted, an unknown man took somebody against their will from her home. Once she later woke up at
you said Jay-Z okay right
hence,
now until
she later
he
woke
messes
up
with the
in the
corporation.
presence of Harvey Weinstein and Sean Carter. Jay-Z,
not lying.
this is why he don't want to do that paternity test. He do not want to do that DNA test for nothing to save his life, because his name is already ringing out in these streets. And word on the street, he could go to jail.
Y'all listen. I said he didn't want to do the DNA test with Rymir because it'll prove that he had sex with Rymir's mother while she was underage. But I think what we can see here, what we're getting from this right here, is that he doesn't want to do the DNA test because it could link him back to other nefarious activities. I'm just listening and actually seeing what I'm seeing and putting it together. Hadn't been said. Again.
Allegedly.
That's all I'm saying.
It's not funny, man, but it is. You know,
right?
It's like,
right.
It's hilarious. I mean, how many times are you gonna gaslight us, man? Like, dude.
Look, you can only throw allegedly out there so many times before a person be like, "What?"
What the hell does that mean? No, it kind of sounds like these jokers up in Minnesota. I mean, I got a question. Why is
Yeah.
Minnesota the only state that got rocked the way they got rocked? Okay.
Allegedly, but why?
No, they got rocked. They never alleged about
They
it.
did. But right, we see it.
We
They gonna
see
say
it.
alleged. Well, they was doing this. They were being unruly. They were being the T word. I saw nothing of that.
Dude, no, it's funny because now they know. See, I'm 64 years old, so I remember a little bit about the 60s, okay? And we were the ones getting the dogs suck on us in the fire hydrants and all, fire hoses and everything else beating us up because we just wanted to be treated like human beings,
And tell me, we're not that far different from now. It seemed like, right?
No. Again, now they can see, hey, when white tea get it.
Wait a minute, this is unfair.
Now we got to uproar. No, now, and guess what? Maybe we'll finally get some closure to all of this crap.
Well,
They
it's time for it.
said it's going to take something like this to actually get some kind of resolution to all this crap.
That's true. Greg King said they really did. I'm 63, so y'all know, and
Yeah.
like I said before, my family and I, we went to Birmingham, Alabama, to the 16th Street Baptist Church. And across the street from the church is Freedom Park. And in Freedom Park, they have different things set up, Willie.
Mm-hmm.
And
Oh yeah.
they got it set up to where the dogs is coming out of the dogs that they put on the people that you're talking about.
Yeah.
Got these things coming out of this wall kind of thing. And that's frightening in itself. And we know that that's just a statue or something.
It's funny because I just got off the phone with my daughter, right? She lives in Houston. And she wants me to come down there in a few more months, just to get some rest and relaxation, right? And I'm like, I will not drive through. It's hard for me to drive through Alabama and Mississippi. It's bad enough to go through Georgia. Okay? I don't want to drive through Alabama or Mississippi because I don't want to. Trust me, I'll be doing 55.
Look, 10 and 2.
10 and 2.
10 and 2.
The entire way. I don't think it take me 7 hours to get through the state. I don't want to come and I want to make sure I don't hit it when the sun goes down, I don't want to hit any town when the sun goes down. It's like, dude, I mean, because I've driven from Houston before, but I came across through Louisiana. They came up through Georgia,
Yeah, right. I'm here in Georgia, so I understand.
I'm just avoiding Mississippi and Alabama as much as possible.
You want to. Even when we drive through there, it's you
and it's
like
sad.
this.
No, but it's sad that we have to still think that way and do that. That we already are indoctrinated in thinking that we can't drive through those states.
No, not even feel safe.
Exactly. Hey, if I'm 5 miles over the speed limit, I'm worried. Okay.
Yes, you literally get a cramp in your butt cheek when you drive through those states because your butt is clenched up the whole time.
Exactly. Like, dude.
Boy. Hey, by the time we get to Louisiana, man, we be happy. We be happy in Louisiana, and I know it's in the South too, but it's a different.
It's more cosmopolitan. Okay.
Yeah, it's different here, Alabama, Mississippi. You right, brother.
It's more cosmopolitan, man. It's like, dude, man.
Yes.
I mean, I went down to Pensacola a few years ago, right? And we came down through Alabama. We were like, dude, please slow down. One boy,
you don't want to.
He's doing 70. I was like, no, man. How about 55? No,
we'll get there. Arrive alive.
Yeah, we'll get there on time, man. But we were going down. We bought a house then, and we're down to renovate the house. Stay for like a week. Work 14-hour days. Let's get this thing done to the point where we can turn it to an Airbnb.
Max Ryder said they live in Pensacola too.
Hey, man, it's kind of a sleepy town. It's kind of real sleepy. But I found out something else about Pensacola at the time. This was like almost 5-6 years ago. But the house is paid for, right? We fixed it up. Had the appraiser come out. The appraiser said, "Well, we got about $140,000 price on the house, right?" Now, the house
Right.
is paid for, right? We go to a bank in Pensacola, they won't give us a loan against the house.
Because of your
No. We got good credit. We got plenty of property up in Maryland and in DC and in Georgia. They just didn't want to give us that. We just wanted 50% value. So we wanted to pull our 70K out, right? It took us 4 years to find a bank in Pensacola that would give us that
babe.
loan. It's
That's
just,
wild, man. But that shows you it's still that mentality is still
it's still
alive
there
to this
because
day.
we wanted to, initiate with a bank locally so we could start getting local credit,
Right.
So we wanted to go to one of the little small banks down there. How can you say no? If I don't pay you, you steal my house. Okay?
That's
What
wild,
you
man.
crying about? You literally gonna say no. Y'all got too much. You have too much property. You have too much assets.
Right, Trina.
They got 750 credit scores. What? I don't care how much I have. The property's paid for.
Yeah, like still, I deserve that.
It's-
Max Ryder.
Hey, what's good, bro?
Hey, nothing, man. Getting to this work.
I hear you, man. I'm saying here another day without a dollar, man.
I heard that. We'll make something out of a dime and a nickel.
I hope so. Yeah. But I live in Pensacola. I'm originally from the next town over, which is Panama City, Florida.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
The he said Pensacola is a sleepy town. No, that's far from it, bro. They are wide awake with crime and all other different kinds of corruption over there, bro. So,
Oh yeah, like the jail they built downtown. They were building that jail when I was down there.
Yeah, I don't even see the need I didn't even see the need for them to build a jail downtown, because if there's an escape, you got them in the population, right in the middle of the population of people. That's where they caught Ted Bundy there. So
Right.
I know it's funny. I asked the same question, but I saw saying what they building there, and I looked at the side. They said building the jail. I'm like, middle of town?
Yeah,
They don't care.
I mean, there are high profile murders here every week, every single week.
Unaliving. Say unaliving.
Unalivings. Yeah, I apologize.
Morning, Simply Kim.
High profile unalivings here every week. So it's crazy.
Wow.
Yeah, I mean, seriously, you'll see them on Law and Crime every week. It's crazy. It's crazy here. And to add to his point about the banks, it's one of those situations to where we don't get what we want whenever we need it.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Again, we didn't need it. We just wanted to establish some type of credit line in the town with a town bank.
But
What's
it's different.
crazy? Yeah, it's what's crazy is one of my best friends in the world is a professional boxer, and he moved from
They
Pennsylvania
are.
and got a loan for his business, right, just like that.
Mm.
Just like
Hold
that
on, brothers.
immediately.
We're going to get back to that. Hold on one second, brothers. We're going to finish this audio, and then we're going to get back to that. Because, a lot of people don't, that's viewing in, chiming in with us, they're not from the South. They don't really know that this still go on like that. It's a real thing. And so I want you all to put some context to that for me, okay? Y'all ain't got nowhere to go, do you?
Nope.
No.
Okay. Y'all ride out with me for a minute.
Sure.
If he found out Ramirez's son. So this is why he been fighting it for years. But why should they let him fight it when they ain't letting the other people fight it and dodge their way up out of situations? I'm just saying, y'all. Okay. Word on the street is Weinstein had inserted his fingers into the cookie cat. Believed she was in Epstein's mansion in Florida. She don't even know where she was. So 9 out of 10, she was given something and then taken somewhere. Who came in her house? How they get in her house? Who let them in? This is some crazy stuff that they break in. Like, this is crazy. In the above testimony, the alleged victim claims she was, taken advantage of by Harvey Weinstein in 1996, with Jay-Z allegedly in the same vicinity, y'all. So he was in the room. He was in the room while they were doing it. There are currently no records of Jay and Weinstein being in Miami together at the same time. Oh, here we go. Did they cover it up? This particular detail has led to further questions about the allegations. So, just because you go to the feds don't mean that they're going to do something about it. I'm just saying, y'all.
Told you.
Did they cover it up? Did they put it on the shelf? Oh, we need some more information to stack with it to do something? Or did they just, did not care? Ask yourself this question. Or did they feel like the person wasn't being completely honest? They had some holes missing in the story, whatever. We don't know. But these stories sound so similar, y'all. So very similar. Is this why a lot of people wasn't giving Jay-Z loans, y'all? Ask yourself this question. Because why would a lot of big-time people out of the blue not want to give these 3.5 billionaires a loan, y'all? Ask yourself this question. Meanwhile, the alleged victim claims they were given street pharmacy stuff on numerous occasions over the years and even had handlers. The alleged victim goes on to say that one of those handlers was allegedly Pusha T, y'all. In approximately 2007, attended a party following an invitation from an unknown man who approached her as she walked down the street. Epstein and Pusha T also attended the party and gave her stuff before engaging in mingle-tingle sessions. Okay, y'all? Word on the street. This is what she said. All the allegations are disturbing. Okay? Once again, it is important to remember the context in which these allegations were made. At that time, Pusha T and Jay-Z have yet to comment on the matter. I'm sure they got to get their story together. They got to get the story together to see what they're going to say and what they're going to come with, what sound the best, and this and that and this, to wiggle their way up out of this again. And it makes you wonder, did the feds was doing their job? Did they take this information to Jay-Z? Did Jay-Z pay them off to bury this mess and put it in a file and don't do nothing about it? Like, you got to think about that. Because a lot of these people, this is what they do. This is what they do. I told y'all, Beyonce is in a nightmare she can't wake up from. Every time you turn around, this guy's name is right slap dab in the middle of some bullshitica. Okay, y'all? Every single time. His name is right in the middle. Just like his name is right slap dab in the middle, right next to P. Diddy. Even though he want to pretend like he don't know him like that. But we know better. We know better, y'all. So anyway, y'all let me know what y'all think about this situation. Not only that, they talking about Jamie Foxx too. Jamie Foxx was out here trying to buy some cootie cat too, y'all. Word on the street, they got him in the paperwork too, trying to buy some cootie cat. So, Lord have mercy. Lord have mercy. Just think of all the people that done this and they didn't get away with it.
Facts, Jenny.
Y'all, I bet they sit back like, whoo, yeah. Hope my stuff don't come. Y'all, Lord have money. Mercy, mercy, mercy. I keep saying, Lord have money. Lord have mercy. This is crazy.
Lord have money.
I wonder how.
Hey, I tell you what, there should be a new law. There should be a new law. You can't silence anybody with an NDA. You can't buy them off.
Yeah.
They might want to take the money, but you shouldn't be able to buy them off from telling their story.
Ah, that is true. That's right, Willie. They should do that.
You mean,
but they're not, because they are.
Well, the rich people are paying people off, and they control everything.
Mm-hmm.
But again, that's what Congress is for. We just need to get those corrupt jackasses out of there.
Exactly. But that's what I'm saying. So like some of them are part of it too.
Oh yeah.
That's why they won't do it.
Oh yeah. No, like for instance, Marjorie Taylor Greene resigns, right? She leaves with $25 million in her war chest, but she has a $200,000 PPP bill that she never paid. They absolved her for a PPP debt, like she couldn't afford to pay it.
Right. Like, what math are they using?
No, it's like 10 of those jokers down there that's in Congress, in the Senate and the House. They got their PPP loans wiped off the books. and all of them got enough money to pay those bills.
Yeah, they do. They do expire. La Cornell, I think that's how I pronounce that. Yeah, NDAs do expire. Yeah,
Yeah, they do. But again, even the mere fact you can buy somebody off from not telling the truth, holding from something that's legally, something that's illegal, dude. Come
yeah,
on, I don't care how rich you are, you shouldn't be able to do that.
right. Because they
Agreed.
usually last what 25. What'd you say, Max Ryder?
No, I was agreeing with him. I mean, us as black people, when we get this type of wealth, we become dumb, and they don't know this is a setup to be financially extorted by the government later on systematically. I mean, you just look at all the people that have been, all of us that have been in the headlines, and they're basically getting their money taken. Look at Tyler Perry. Look at
Well,
Jay-Z. Yeah, look at
look
Diddy.
at
I mean,
Diddy, right?
yeah, look at I mean, they've came at Eddie Murphy on a couple of occasions. Now, who's the other person that they're going after here lately? It was somebody else that they're going after.
Smokey
This is a
Robinson.
systematic. Yeah,
Smokey
yeah, yeah.
Robinson. They go after Smokey.
Yeah, Smokey Robinson. There's another one that
I don't want
they
to say
don't know
Bill
when they're
Cosby because he's part of it too.
Bill
Yeah, they
Cosby.
got
Yeah, I
him.
mean, he tried to buy NBC twice. He tried to
Right.
buy NBC twice.
And
This is a
again,
financial extortion of all
exactly.
black men. This just an extortion.
Yeah, yeah. Well, and I think it's a lot of people that come from nothing that they take advantage of, and once
Once,
they get
once,
that,
once you get close to the real money,
yeah,
that's when all this crap starts. When you're
yeah,
like,
yeah.
okay, great.
You got to play your part.
You gotta
That's
play.
how they look at it.
Exactly. You could be a millionaire, but you can't be a billionaire. Basically,
Right, right,
you can't have
right, brother.
ownership. That's why I really always respected Oprah Winfrey, dude. People that got
She's in trouble
she's in
too.
trouble too. But the
Yeah,
bottom line is, I respect the fact that she was like, okay, you guys are not letting me do what I want to do. I'll start my own station.
Oh, a production company. Yeah,
I'll start my own and see how y'all like
yeah, you
that.
do that.
yeah.
And it made
Her
her,
name's been
See,
brought up in these things too.
it
Her
made her
name's been brought
big.
up in
which,
these things too. Yeah,
Hey,
yeah,
they say birds of a feather. There you
yeah,
go.
and that's true.
yeah,
That's true, y'all.
yeah. Wasn't she close
House
with
turning
Harvey
the TV off so
Weinstein?
people, their kids.
Huh?
Yeah, wasn't she close with Harvey Weinstein?
Probably. I mean,
Yeah, she was.
She was. You got Jay-Z. You had. They named somebody else. Who, I mean, and they showed a picture of him too. Of course, Epstein was there. It was another dude that he was part of. Cheetolini 1.0. What is his name? Bar something. Something Bar. He was there too, and a part of that crew. I can't think of his name. It's a bar though. I know that. Yeah, Trina Gail King. Oh man, it's a lot, man. It's a lot. It's a lot. It's a lot, man. And that's the thing that uh here's a yeah. Okay, we'll say everything is all things are alleged. We'll say that. We'll say that. But at the end of the day, we cannot sit here and act like we haven't seen a pattern of behavior.
there you go.
Yeah.
So
Amen. Amen.
that's what I'm focusing on here now. And people say, well, you up here, you champion, or you praying for their downfall. The only thing I'm praying for is that they pray to God and find and repent of their sins. Here's the thing: don't get mad at me because they was in a position to do great things and decided not to.
Good
Right.
point. That's a great point.
You know, why they gotta come at you, Willie? Why they gotta come at Max? We didn't tell them to do this.
Hey,
Look, Willie, what did you say you did? You went to renovate homes, and that's what you see what I'm saying?
exactly. With the renovate a home. That's all I wanted to do.
That's it. You didn't take your money. You didn't go to the, and I'm just gonna use this as a metaphorically speaking, but you didn't go down to the Regal Beagle and get you a 14-year-old to do
Nope.
nothing with.
Sure didn't. So it
Right?
did.
So
So it didn't. But it is what it is, though, man. Because it's funny how money has more responsibility than than most people that have it know. That money comes with a responsibility, man. It just comes with a responsibility. I mean, morally, especially morally.
yeah,
Forget legally,
yeah.
just morally.
Stay right there. Yep, you're right.
And they see that's what our illustrious, president doesn't understand because he's never accountable for anything.
Three's
Never.
Comedy. She said not Three's Comedy. Regal Beagle.
Yeah, I was just about to say,
Saying.
where have I heard that from? I know I heard it from Scooby Doo or Three's Company.
Yeah, Three's Company. Right? That's the just saying like because these people were doing these kind of things and it just it just makes me I ain't gonna lie, it's concerning to me to have. I'm gonna tell y'all the same thing I told the. I made a post yesterday on Facebook because I'm talking to the school system, the local school systems here about disciplining the kids if they walked out in protest and had a peaceful protest. And my question to I and like I said, did I find it alarmingly concerning that we have adults saying that these kids need to obey the law and go to school, but obey the law while supporting an adult president that doesn't obey the law daily.
I've said this on millions of occasions. There is no, to me, there is no law anymore. There is no right or wrong. So why am I going to teach my kids or allow my kids to follow in the footsteps of somebody that ain't obeying quote unquote law? You know what I mean?
Exactly.
No, it's funny because my daughter is 37 now, right? And 11, 12 years ago when Trump came on the scene, right? She had a disdain for him. And I'm like, why do you hate him so much? She said, I just don't like him. There's something about him. I just don't like him. I just don't like him. And I'm like, it's like your second election. You know what I mean? What do you know? But she was right on. She hit the nail on the
No
head.
point.
She hit the nail on the head. She was like, dude. And he beat Hillary too. So it was like, so it kind of crushed her a little because that's the first time she voted.
Man, I know she like this is not right.
This is not right, Dad. No, she came on to me, Dad. This ain't right. This ain't right. I said, I told you, you can't. These jokers are not ready for a female president. It ain't about who Hillary is. They didn't want to see her, and they didn't want to see Bill back in the White House. Period.
That's all it was.
That's all it was.
Jenny said they tried to punish my son for participating in the march until I sent a strong worded email. and look, let me give it up to you, sis, for that. And shout out to all the parents that stood up for their kids and supported their kids in peacefully protesting because that's their right.
Just don't bring a pew pew with you. Because now you can't bring a pew pew with you, even if you got a license.
But Willie, I can show you. That's exactly what I said. I left one of the comments. That was in one of my comments, brother. I said I would much rather these students walk out of Marietta High School and protest peacefully than to have them be so angered that they bring a pew pew to school and hurt other students.
Exactly.
So what are we doing? Well, they're disrupting the learning. And then somebody came behind me and shout out to them. I can't remember their name, but it came up behind like, but what are they learning anyways? You're taking Black history out of school.
Yeah. I mean, and I agree. And that what brings me to my next point. If y'all want to allow our kids to study Black history, we don't need to be studying history at all.
Period.
Yeah, we don't need to be studying history at all because all it seems like you want to beat a point in our kids' heads about who y'all think should be a part of history and not us when our community built this country. Nah, we're not gonna do that, man.
Yeah, do away with it then. We might as well.
Yeah, no, I don't think history should be a subject.
You can't cherry pick what you want to teach and
conform
conform it to what you want or to your narrative and then call that history.
There you go.
And you can ask my wife, man. I love history. I love social studies. I love all of that. That's my thing. I love going to historic places.
Exactly.
So
yeah,
that's that. I'm right there with you. Like, so if we not gonna teach the whole thing, because
I remember,
it's not.
one year I took my daughter on spring break, right? And I took her to Harper's Ferry just because. So I could show her this is where a white man, a white man, supported us about being slaves, you know? She's
Right.
like, and again, he shouldn't get that much credit anyway because it was all crazy. But they lynched that joker.
Right.
It's like,
Right.
dude,
It doesn't make sense.
it doesn't make sense. It doesn't
You know?
make sense. You know, I keep asking myself, why are they so mad at BLK people? Why are they mad at black people? Why? I don't know why. You tell us why. You mad because of what? Because you're not us? You hate us because you ain't us?
I don't understand. Okay, so listen. We can't undo what's been done. We
Right.
cannot. Right. However, what we can do, or what the goal should be, is doing things differently from what happened in the past, so that we don't repeat it. But we're dealing with people that actually are working hard at trying to make sure it does get repeated, and that's the sickening part.
Like the man said, start a war, start anything. Just don't release the Epstein files. That's what I'm saying.
I don't care. Even our own kind. Let's go. Now. Mayday.
Yeah, and you do these political panels with people, and they want to defend that, and I can't stomach the defense. Like, dude, what are you looking at?
Right.
What are you looking at?
These are the things that we have to bring to the table and point out, because if not, people on that side are going to continuously fall for it. They still do, and it's frustrating. But
Oh my God.
you know, we got to keep putting it in their faces. Like, this is what we're talking about right here. This is,
Like
you
you
see
said,
this?
they said ICE has unalived 7 people this year. 7, but only 2 of them got video. Okay,
Right, and that's talked about.
it's talked about, and we know why.
Yeah.
Because again, they're from that other side of the fence. You know, it's like, wait a
It
minute.
hit closer to home for them. Yeah.
These they're gonna go down the history as like the Freedom Riders. They're gonna be part of the Freedom
Oh
Riders.
yeah, those two. Yeah. Yeah, those two. It's the, we try to bring up Key Porter here, and then like you said, there's so many others that don't even get named.
Don't even get named.
You know.
No video to show them. You got to live with whatever narrative is put out. You got to live with that.
Right.
That's why all those ICE agents have body cams on, and it should be illegal for you to go out in the street without that body cam being on.
That's true.
And all I know is
That's
this.
true.
And I know is this. If the FBI and the DEA can arrest Maduro and they can walk him from the plane unmasked, you can be unmasked too.
That part.
I don't,
Give it up to
I don't
Willie.
understand that at all.
W. Willie, W. Max Rider in live.
I'm just
as
saying.
well.
I don't understand that one at all. Explain that to me like I'm 2-year-old. Okay.
They don't want to talk about that. But here's what they're gonna tell you. Well, Biden could have.
I don't want to hear about Biden. He's not president.
Obama.
Hey, Obama did his work at the border.
Well, but Hunter though, Willie.
Oh,
Hunter.
no. Oh my God. But guess what? And I'm gonna say this, and it's gonna sound crazy to a lot of the people that are on this live. Hunter should run for president. That boy is actually brilliant. They made him think like he was just a doper, but he's not.
Yeah.
You got Georgetown undergrad and Yale Law. I'm sorry, you don't get into those 2 places unless you got brains.
Yeah, you ain't lying. Those are prestigious universities.
And to graduate with honors, and if you listen to him speak, the boy is intelligent as hell. You finally listen to him speak, you're like, wait a minute. I thought he was, playboy or a doper, No, he's not.
But he's not. He's
He's
intelligent.
not that. He's not that dude.
He's not. But that's a narrative that they push to in order.
Yeah, they did. Just because he has some escapades with some people. That's on them.
That's all it was.
And guess what? At least they got him on film.
Yeah, I would like
Your
to see-
escapades all covered up. Now you crying about yours being exposed.
Yeah, I would
Trying
like
to do all they can to get out.
Oh my God! I didn't do it. It wasn't me.
What'd you say, Max Rider?
I actually would like to see Jesse Ventura run for president. because I
I think Jesse's done with the politics.
yeah, no, he said if what did he say on a show? I just watched the show last night. He said if Trump can get a another term, why can't he get another term as governor? Why
Right.
can't Barack get another term as president? He said all this on the show last night.
But is he? Where's the lie?
Yeah. But guess what? That's why he's running around the world
Me too, Jenny.
trying to start stuff so he can say, well, it's a wartime. We don't need an election. Like the stuff the stuff down in Fulton County. You think he's pulling all those ballots, trying to figure out how to make sure the 26 doesn't go against them?
Exactly. He's trying to make, because he knows if we take over, if in the midterms, it's over for him.
Well, it ain't over for him because guess what? They're not going to get 60 votes in the Senate anyway to impeach him.
You don't think so?
No, they won't. Because again, there still ain't. We gotta find 12. We need 12 votes now because we got 40. We got 48 senators, right? On the right. I mean, on the left. So you need 12 of them to say, you know what? Because again, I tell people all the time, this whole world we're living in now is all Mitch McConnell's, Lindsey Graham, and Josh Hawley's fault. Because they impeach him after January 6th. It's a done deal. We ain't got to worry about no lawsuits, no court cases, nothing. He never could run again. But they didn't have the balls to do that. We're in the 57 votes.
Well, I give you that. But I think if we get this midterms, brother, he gonna have to face the music.
No, but again, facing the music while he's in office, so what? He's already broke everything he wanted to break.
I think he needs to be impeached, indicted, and incarcerated right now. I don't mean wait. Would they wouldn't wait for us.
Guess what? He was already indicted. He had 91 counts against him.
That's true too. True too.
And because Fanny, slept with a dude, her case goes to crap. They're like,
that has nothing to do with what
exactly.
happened.
But they made it so.
What?
They made it so.
Right.
They're still investigating her because she had a sexual encounter, legal one. With the legal.
Well, hold on, Willie.
She didn't cheat on her husband,
Hold on, Willie. That plus this right here. They got the audio of him on the phone call saying he's trying to manipulate.
Exactly.
What are we doing?
Exactly. What are we doing? No. Again, everything you think that nail is in the coffin, they will find a way to wiggle out of it, or just stretch it out so far that you forget about it.
Right.
Delay. Next thing you know, hey, they said, well, Merrick Garland should have started this case earlier. No, the Senate should have impeached his ass.
True, Trina. I agree with you. Look, let me close out this thing right here because we got to get going real quick, y'all. So I'm going to close this out, and then I'm going to close out the show. But first and foremost, thank you, Max Ryder, for joining. Willie, you always welcome. Thank you for coming up in here. Thank God that you're doing better, brother. I mean
Thank you, man. I appreciate it.
Let's cut away from all of this.
I appreciate it.
For real.
I appreciate it.
Tell me a while back you were related to one of the members of any.
Yeah, Bobby. Yeah, through marriage.
Yeah.
Through marriage. A cousin of mine married his brother Tommy.
Okay. So here's the deal. I think I may have told you this on one of your shows one time. I was in 63 different foster homes, bro. And
wow.
The only music I had was New Edition. I even bought the Blue Moon album after he left.
Yeah.
I even bought the Blue Moon album after he left the group. And I have never met these dudes at all. And I just wanted with all my life to just say, hey, thank y'all for getting me through 63 foster homes, man. That's
that's real.
That's incredible though, man.
That's real. I tell you what, I'm gonna talk to my cousin later on today. I'm gonna make sure that message gets to him. Yeah. And I have a really good friend of mine. We graduated together. We went to high school together. And at one point, she was in a relationship with Ron.
Okay.
So
I'm
gonna make sure they get that word.
We stayed at the same hotel when I went to go see them in Jacksonville about 3 years ago. I got to see him. He was at the bar, and my sister-in-law, she was like, he asked her to do something, and she didn't even know it was Ronnie. So she didn't even know it was.
So you did get to tell him?
I didn't get to tell him. I did because
I
by the
didn't.
time she called me, it's like Ronnie's down here.
Oh,
Ran down the whole way, and by the time he was walking out the door.
man, I'm gonna get that message to him. Matter of fact, babe, you in here? Make sure I call Tiffany and tell her to make sure she let Ron know that. And now that she's single, she can call him without having to worry about nothing else, you know.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna make sure that message get put out to him, and I'll call my cousin Dominique and let Dominique tell Bobby.
Yeah, bro,
'Cause-
I'll be honest with you. The only albums I had, I mean, the only tapes I had, because it was cassettes then,
right.
was the New Edition, the Mr. Telephone Man album, the New Edition album. Then I had the Janet Jackson, and that's in LL Cool J and Beastie Boys. That's what got me through 63 foster homes right there. Playing that every day.
Man, that I appreciate that, there, boy. And that's some good music right there. That's some good. It's listen. It's a thing to hear my little girl Rudy, to hear her sing the New Edition song like Candy Girl, Mr. Telephone Man. There's another one she sing. Did you get it yet? My Secret.
My Secret, yeah.
Man, it's just amazing just to hear her singing it. I'm like, I want her to stay right here. I don't even want her to know today's music. I want her.
That's how I am. And what's weird, my youngest daughter, my second to youngest daughter, she didn't know I love New Edition like that, but she recorded the biopic that came on BET on two separate occasions. And when her mother called me and told me about it, it's like, wow, she just picked that up right off me. she just picked that up right off me. And that's our bonding thing. We talk about New Edition.
Well, look, I'm trying to see if we can get him on here. This for a few minutes, even if it's like 10 minutes. But I'm gonna be honest, Bobby be staying away, man. He stay out of the media stuff like that.
I don't blame him.
I don't blame him.
I don't blame him.
Yeah, he don't. He just want to do his cooking.
Yeah, I don't blame him. I don't.
Yeah, I get it.
Yeah.
I understand it fully. I mean, it, and I do think when he was going through a rough time, and I can't remember her name, but she posted a video of Bobby on her couch, sleeping on her couch, and he was.
Yeah.
They had been doing some activity,
Yeah, you're talking about the Corinne Steffens chick.
That's what's her name? It's another
Superhead.
name.
Superhead.
That's it. That's it. Yeah. She posted cuz in a bad way. I wasn't appreciative of that, but
Neither was I.
that's how they do. Yeah. It didn't have to be done.
Yeah, absolutely. But yeah, man, I really thank you, man. I thank you for joining, letting me join your panel.
Oh yeah, you're welcome anytime, brother. Thank you for coming.
The real question: did Clive Davis ever get them their masters back?
Clive act like he don't know nobody now. Just like he did with Diddy. They was like when he was going into the restaurant, they was asking, "What do you think about Diddy?" He's like, "Who?" It was like Diddy.
He's
He
like,
looked at the guy with him like, "What is a Diddy?
it's
What
like
is
my
that?
boy
Is that a
Jay
toy?"
Connor. He's walking around the street with a robe on, right?
Yeah, what?
Body.
Let me tell y'all, Clive got that convenient dementia right now.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh yeah, because guess what? I guess some of the blacked out pages. He's in some of those blacked out pages.
I wouldn't doubt that at all.
But I'm just trying to figure out how they black out an entire page. If it's just for the only people that are supposed to be redacted are the victims.
The victim, exactly.
So
that's
if your name is out, everything else stays. So
But
they can't
that's the
explain that
thing,
any
though.
better.
they're still breaking the law.
They're still breaking the law.
Yeah,
Unbelievable.
Hey Marie, what's up, bestie?
yeah. I did a research on Jimi Hendrix, and I asked for his files. All of his stuff is redacted. Everything, probably about one clear page that the whole thing was, everything was redacted. Because on my content, that's what I do, is investigate these things. So,
Yeah. See, when do you do your shows?
I stopped it, but I'm gonna start doing it back on YouTube because all of my stuff either gets put in review for years and I don't hear anything back, and I just say and they don't give me any views anymore. So I'm like, I don't think it's worth it anymore. But you check out my page; it's a lot on there.
Look, let me tell you this in closing, brother. I like you. I like you a lot, and I just want to say this to you, man. I don't get a lot of views on YouTube either for doing this, but you know what? We got to keep doing it. We got
Yeah,
to keep
that's
putting
what
in the
people
work.
keep telling me. People keep
Yeah,
telling me I love doing it. I really do, bro. I love doing it to enlighten people about the evils that has been in the music and the celebrity industry.
yes,
Music,
absolutely,
and they
absolutely. They want to suppress that. So if you stop, they win.
yeah, yeah, yeah,
But you know, you got to understand. And my thing is, I have two kids that are wanting to go into this type of entertainment concert. One is dancing and one is acting, and I refuse to let them fall victim to it.
I agree. I mean, the people that I get, the celebrities, the family of celebrities that I get to ask me to do these investigations, what was astonishing. I mean, I think if I'm not mistaken, it was Donna Summer's daughter reached out to me at one point. Phyllis Hyman's family reached out to me. Florence
Good one.
Ballard's family reached out to me. There, I think Sean Taylor's family reached out to me, if I'm not mistaken. But it's been a lot of people. And
So there you go. You just found your purpose.
yeah, yeah.
I hate the fact that name Sean Taylor even come up, man. But the bottom line is this: the state of Florida is responsible for his death.
Yeah, yeah.
Connected because bottom line is he goes in to court about a pew pew that he pulled on somebody that stole his ATVs. Part of his probation was he couldn't own a weapon any longer. So he comes out of this. He couldn't even protect his own house anymore.
Yeah,
And he comes out of his house, out of his bedroom with a machete as opposed to a pew pew.
I'm gonna tell
And
you.
they got pew pews, nigga.
I'm gonna tell you what really happened to him. You know, he was kind of troubled, and
Yeah.
he was a menace as far as being on time to football events and stuff like that. But he played the game. So what I looked at and found was the owner was like, okay, you're messing up my money. He's already on he's already in insurance when he starts with the Washington Redskins. He's already in insurance.
Yep.
So you're worth more to me unalived than you are to me. You know what I'm saying? So the owners of the Redskins had him unalive, bro.
Yo, man, listen. If you don't bring that back, what's your name on YouTube? Time out.
I'm not
Time
going
out.
for it.
Time out.
All my stuff is on TikTok. All my
It's on here.
yeah, it's on.
Okay.
It's on
Next time you come on, we're gonna debate that one a little longer.
yeah,
So Shaw's my dog.
yeah.
I still think he should be possibly put into the Hall of Fame because he was the best one out there.
He was.
He's a different cat, man. Guy's a different cat.
Lawrence Taylor at safety. That's what I call him.
Basically, there you go.
Well, listen. If y'all do that show, make sure I get a notification because I want to come in and listen to you all talk about that.
Okay, well, yeah, my sports show on YouTube is Retro Jersey Podcast, and you are welcome there anytime.
Thank you, brother. I appreciate it. I'm writing it down right now. Retro Jersey Podcast.
Yep,
I love that name too.
yeah.
All right. You will have a new subscriber right after this show.
All right, bro. I appreciate that, bro.
I love y'all, man. Peace and blessings to you all.
Same to you, brother. Thank you again for everything.
Thank you. Thank you. You're welcome and thank you for what you do.
Thanks for the time, man. I'm out of here.
All right, brother. Be safe. Take care of yourself, and I'll be checking up on you.
Okay.
All right. All right, y'all. We're gonna finish this right here, and then I'm gonna close out the show. All right. Thank y'all for rocking with me. We only got about 4 minutes left, and then you all can have your Saturday.
Just won't see that they being accused once again of some more stuff. Now y'all see why those divorce rumors are swirling again. And people are saying that Beyonce is tired of her name being tied to all of this mess. But word on the street is she's just as entangled in this whole situation as he is. Probably not this situation right here, but a lot of stuff that he was out here doing and this and that and this. They said, she knows. She been knowing. Y'all. It's just making her look bad now because she's trying to do a comeback and all kind of stuff and got a new tour brewing and all of this stuff with the rock and roll. She's sick of this mess. And it's taking a toll on Miss Beyonce, y'all. It really, really is. So I see why people are saying that she wanted a divorce behind closed doors. Now, I don't know if it's true or not, but that's what the word on the street is. Okay, y'all? Anyway, y'all let me know what y'all think about this whole situation. Do y'all think that this story sounds very, very similar to the female that Tony Busby was representing? She said that she was taken to the party and given something, and Jay-Z and them was all in the room, and a female too, y'all. Don't these stories sound too similar? How is it that all of these victims have the same, similar, almost story, and nothing gets done? And a lot of these people were underage. And they can prove right now if Jay-Z is even this type of person. They got the means for it right now. All they have to do is make them take a DNA test with Ramir. And that's going to show you that he was out here like that. It don't have to be rumors. They could prove it. If he's the father of Ramir, that opens up a whole new can of whoop tail, okay, y'all? And then that gives all of these other stories domino effects that these people could be telling the truth too. But as long as they keep on fighting the test. But to keep Ramir's story off air, off of whatever,
on each other. That's facts.
Then he can keep dodging. It makes you wonder, don't it, y'all? Why certain people that's supposed to be out here putting news out as it comes in. Just like Oprah Winfrey and Gail, how they was on R. Kelly's neck. They was on R. Kelly's neck. But you don't see them saying anything to Jay-Z or about it. But we know, of course, they were in the same inner circle with Diddy and them, so why would they? Ask yourself the question.
You get the DNA from Jay-Z's
But it's just mighty funny that they so quiet now. Gail ain't trying to do no interviews.
I said Ramir can get the DNA Jay-Z. From
none of that stuff.
Jay-Z's daughter.
She could have went to the jail to do the interview with him. She ain't did one. But she was all over R. Kelly. Did y'all hear about R. Kelly's sentence? He will not be out until 2045. 45, y'all. 2045 is his out date. Did y'all hear about that? But Diddy's out date is 2028, and he done way more stuff than R. Kelly has. And he's a way bigger monster than R. Kelly. And word on the street is,
Beyonce is 16,
according to the rumors,
Texas.
I don't know. I wasn't there.
Brought her
but Jay-Z is
to meet
too.
My boss.
Word on the street.
At the time, Marvin Seas.
And he ain't even arrested yet for none of the stuff that he's been accused for. Y'all, let me know what y'all think in the comment section. Please like, share, subscribe if you like this video. And thanks for watching, y'all. Peace.
Just to say hey to her, because the reason I have to ask that, Greg, is because, you know, her dad done some nefarious things too. So I'm just trying to figure. Do you mean like he was putting her out there? You know. So Matthew ain't, you know Matthew. Jenny's at Pimp C. That's why I was getting. That's why I was hitting that. I was hitting around. Oh, you was touring with him. Okay. To perform. Oh, okay. I got you. See. Yeah, man. You know, you gotta be careful on the things that be going on. But y'all, I'm sure there's gonna be more. And I'm gonna have more things to bring to you all. But I just wanted to make sure I share with y'all the Trumpstein files that dropped yesterday and some of the things that was in there. Greg said, I've seen a lot, bro. Hey, but you know what the good thing about that is, though? Your eyes are open to it. You're not completely oblivious and act like you didn't see what you see and know what you know. You know, and I appreciate that, brother, like for real, because there's people who like I said, they refuse to see what's in front of them. You know, Lori said, man, I guess I missed it all. Oh yeah, you just came in. Yeah, you missed. You missed, Lori. You missed. I know I'm behind on posting on YouTube. I'm gonna have it put over there sometime today. I gotta catch up. Once again, let's give it up to my gifters and uplifters. Thank you so much. No notification. See, the platform tripping. Because I'll be clicking on your name. And I send it to you. You don't get it. Thank you for my moderators for the show, for coming in and doing your work and making the show flow smoothly. Thank you so much. And thank all of you for spending time with me on this Saturday. Let's not forget, tonight we have at 7:30 we have OCWA's Saturday Night Showdown. I hope you all have fun on last night's show. I apologize for the late start, but once again, I am going to put out the disclaimer on there: card subject to change, and that includes the time. But as tentatively right now, 7:30, but it may be later. But you can come in and join us over on Twitch. Subscribe to MC3SFT9 and follow us through there. Shout out to my baby. Y'all saw Trinity win the Money in the Bank women's match. So shout out to my baby on that. There's Rudy. Come in and say hey. There's KK2 belts. Speaking of KK2 belts, y'all, we got a dilemma. My wife won the Money in the Bank briefcase last night. So that means she has the opportunity to face Rudy for KK2 belts for KK's championships. I don't know. That's my baby. That's my little baby going against my big baby. Oh my God. I don't know what I'm going to do. Chirac Evil Queen, welcome and thank you for the high bears. I appreciate that, love. Y'all go and follow Chirac Evil Queen. She does a great show too as well, y'all. Y'all make sure y'all go and show her some love and follow her right now. Make sure you do that, okay? Check it out. Join us tonight. Like I said, tentatively 7:30. But go ahead and subscribe to the channel. That way you'll be notified when they do start and you don't miss anything. And your boy will be in the live chatting and talking and stuff like that. So you can join us there. Also, remember, you could be anything in the world. Be somebody. Love you all to life. Peace and blessings to you all. And stay safe and warm out there.